Hey, hi, hello, what is up? My name is Shannon and you're watching my channel. So hi, hello, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day, a great night, a great month, I don't know. This is going to be my Spoopathon vlog part 2. So if you have not watched part 1, I will link it somewhere. In the month of October, there is a readathon called Spoopathon, hosted by the wonderful Spoopy Hall, and there is a map. I will put the map over here and give you something else to look at other than my face. There you go. So I decided to go down the path that starts with Gifted to You. I read True Crime Story for that. Then I read iZombie Volume 1 for graphic novel. Then I read The Girl from the Well for new genre. And now I am reading White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson for the trick or treat. This was my treat. Thanks, guys in the Discord. You done me good on this one. And then also in this vlog will be iZombie Volume 2. So this is what's going to be happening in this vlog if you're interested in my thoughts. I do try and keep most of my thoughts spoiler free, but if I go into more depth, I always give spoiler warnings in case you're scared of that. But this is the 2 planned for this vlog to aid in my escape of the haunted mansion. So hopefully I know that I'm gonna do this. I know that I'm gonna do this. I got this. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this book. I'm loving it. Thoughts to come right in 1 second. I can't wait to dive into this graphic novel. This won't take any time at all. And then I will have been done and I will be out the haunted house and I will have completed the readathon. So I grew really ambitious and now want to take on a second path, but I'm not going to say any information just yet because I want to be able to read these 2 before I start planning on reading anything else. So here are my thoughts on White Smoke. I will check back in once I have finished some more books, or if I have something interesting to say. I'm going to go wipe this off my face and get cozy in my bed and read. So I've been reading White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson and I have been loving it. So I am currently, oh my dust jacket's on the wrong way, the book's actually upside down. So I'm on a page 166. Well done, Shannon, well done. So I'm on page 166 of White Smoke and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm tabbing this as I go because Tiffany D. Jackson just has a way with the words and I just love that way that she has with the words. So, you know, this is the first Tiffany D. Jackson that I own physically and I do plan on getting all of her books physically because I just think she's a brilliant writer. So, White Smoke. In this story, we follow Marigold, Mary. Marigold is moving to a new place, and in this place, it's like a residency for creative types. So you will go into this community and get to live in this house free of charge, essentially. But you have to work and meet all your deadlines and get your projects out in a timely fashion in order to keep the deal, like the deed deal. So Marigold's mum is an author, a writer, so she is going to meet all her deadlines in order for them to stay at this house. The problem is the house is kind of in a place no one wants to live. There is run-down buildings all around them. There's no one in the community so far apart from them. And the school isn't much better. Like, it's a very low population because of the problems that the place has had in the past, which is why this development company is doing this outreach program essentially. But so far I am loving Marigold. She is like me. The rep for anxiety in this is really good. I really enjoy it. I always love to see anxiety rep, but I think when it's certain types of anxiety, I just cling to the rep a lot more, and this anxiety that's portrayed in here can be quite close to my own. And also Marigold smokes a little bit of the funny stuff, so I relate highly to that. It is a great help and it's good to see that kind of encapsulated in this novel. I know that all people fall in different places, but I like to see it especially portrayed in a good light instead of bad light, which is a nice change. And yeah, so the whole family, so there's Marigold, the oldest, then her little brother Adam, who is like her confidant, and then there's the youngest Piper, that's her half sister, that is like spoilt princess. So all together, they're now in a home that's decrepit and kind of not up to your usual standards. And Marigold is hating it. She's hating it, and I feel so bad for her because like that must be a struggle, especially with the way her anxiety presents. I feel so bad because like I feel you, girl. It's so well done though, because it's just put through in this narrative so seamlessly, and it goes along with the character and her actions so well. It just matches up, and I am having a blast with this so far. Not lots happen. They've moved, creepy things have started to happen. Like Tamara is Marigold's best friend, and she's like, yeah, I was sitting last night and you FaceTime me and there was just like a shadow, and they wouldn't say anything, and I'm like, oh, that's giving me the creepy vibes. So the creepiness is starting to set in. I do think the creepiness is going to have a lot to do with Piper, the young sister, half sister, or whatever. I think she's going to play a big part in it because the ghost or whoever is still in this house seems to like Piper, and that creeps me out more because children and demons, no, no, no. We don't want that in this house. So I feel for Marigold, but I'm really enjoying this, and I'm so glad that me and Sephi over at What Effie Reads picked this as our buddy read for the month, because I feel like we're going to have a lot of conversation about this book because there is a lot to discuss. But I'm halfway through, and so far I'm loving it. I expect no less. I have read everything Tiffany D. Jackson has released apart from one. I am behind on one, and I have came to a point now where she is like a favorite author, so my expectations are really, really high when I read a Tiffany D. Jackson book now, which is kind of unfair, but also you done me good with all the other books, so I trust in you to do me good with all the other ones that you release, and I will happily give you my money. So I'm gonna go read this. I'm gonna take all this off. I'm gonna go read this cozy in bed, and I will check back in once I have finished this book. But so far, I am loving this. So, you know, killing it.
You know, boy, he suits you, but you moved a little quick since we've been through. Play coy, but it's true. I push down a sick urge to please you. And truth is, I don't feel bad about a single thing I ever did. It's ruthless, my devotion to you, I can't get it out of my head. And I hate that I miss you. 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 Every day you have me wandering, I'm wondering when you come around. I can't help it, I push back that you made me proud to be around, but you're a new girl, she's real cute, and you're pretty damn lucky that she met you first. Your toes curled, there was no dispute. If it makes you feel better, I was thinking of you. And truth is, I don't feel bad about a single thing I ever did. It's ruthless, my devotion to you, I can't get it out of my head. And I hate that I miss you. 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 And I hate that I miss you. I hate that I miss you. I hate that I miss you. I hate that I miss you.
So I'm back because I finished White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson, and oh, guys, this was kind of a letdown for me. I only gave it a 3.5 stars, and I have such high expectations when it comes to Tiffany D. Jackson because I love her writing. But this just wasn't it for me. Like, there was too much mention of bed bugs to make me comfortable, which I get that the narrative was not there to make you comfortable, it was there to make you feel for the character. But I now know way too many facts about bed bugs, and now I wish that I didn't know any of them. Unfortunately, I do. Also, the ending of this book left off some storylines that I would have liked to see resolved a bit more, because I wanted some closure and I didn't get any closure from two storylines that I really wanted closure from. I did obviously love the writing, I always will. I enjoyed the characters, but I wish some of them got a bit more book time, because it didn't really feel like the relationships with some of the characters were explored as much as I wanted. Also, one character just completely dropped off after an event that happened, and I didn't enjoy that. Like, I would at least expect some follow up from a friend that you have, like, at least about their well being. I just don't know what it was. Like, I always have loved Tiffany D. Jackson's work. Maybe it's because this is more of a YA horror thriller. I wouldn't even say it's a horror, because it wasn't really scary. It was just creepy. So like, I would class this more as a thriller instead of a horror. But because it's so different from her other work, maybe that's why I just didn't have a good time with it, because I expect something raw and emotional and also thrilling from Tiffany D. Jackson. This just didn't really give me what I was looking for, unfortunately. But this book did do something. It knocked off the prompt trick or treat from the map. The map is here. So this was trick or treat, and I picked it as my treat. Turned out to be a trick. I don't know. 3.5 stars. Not that great. But I'm glad that I read it, and I will always support this author because it's a voice that I love so much. The only thing that I have left to do is to mark off the prompt Read After Dark, and for this I'm going to read iZombie Volume 2 today and come back with my thoughts on it, and then I will have achieved all the prompts on the board and escaped the Haunted Mansion, which I'm so happy with. So I will check back in with you once I have read some of iZombie Volume 2. I was away to do this as for iZombie Volume 2. And hopefully I have a better experience with that one than I did with White Smoke. Hopefully. Please.
This Halloween, I'ma get even with you. I'ma go summer dip, I'ma go find my boo. If you ain't scared, we can disappear in this dark room. This Halloween, I'ma get even with you. I'm a ghost, ghost. Keep it low, low. I'ma dip to the castle in a cloak, wiping off a little blood from my clothes, creeping. I'm a monster for the weekend. Got a long fur coat freaking. See when the truth start leaking, we could be each other's hate fuck for the evening. This Halloween, I'ma get even with you. I'm a ghost, I'm a dip, I'ma go find my boo.
It's been a minute because I have procrastinated and have not finished my final thoughts for my Spoopathon vlog. So I'm coming to you in November instead of the end of October with part 2 of Spoopathon. Sorry that it's so late, but I got distracted by Nano. If you don't know, I'm taking part in Nano. There will be vlogs up on my channel. I'll link some down below if you're interested. But that took my attention away from actually finishing this vlog, which I know, but I got distracted by the shiny new thing that I wanted to do. So I am very sorry. But I am here to wrap up Spoopathon. I did end up reading iZombie Volume 2, and I did end up giving this 4 stars. I did really enjoy this graphic novel. I can't go into much detail because it is a sequel, but I think my main problem with reading both of these volumes is that I had preconceived notions because of the TV show. If you don't know, iZombie is a TV show on Netflix. It's great, it's a good time, it's fun, which made me decide to pick up the graphic novels, but they are nothing alike. And I think that's kind of what is tampering my enjoyment of these, is that I am expecting iZombie and the characters that I've came to love, and this just doesn't deliver that. I have given them both a 4-star. They are good graphic novels, and if you can separate the fact that the iZombie TV show is based off of these graphic novels, then you can have a good time with them. I had a hard time doing that, which is why they weren't amazing, and which is why they weren't 5 stars, because I had a hard time doing that, but I still enjoy them for what they are. And the artwork in here is really good. I do believe this is an older series. I don't know for certain. Yeah, 2011, so it's fairly old. 10 years, it's fairly old. And I think I will pick up the next volume. I'm enjoying it and I'm having a good time with it. But if you're going to pick these up because you enjoyed the TV show, please don't. Please look into this before you actually pick this up, because if you are looking for something, you ain't going to find it here. This is completely different, and you have to experience it all on its own. I do recommend these if you're looking for a graphic novel series that you have not read yet, that has supernatural beings and has pretty creepy like illustrations and a lot of storylines. I would recommend this. I did have a good time with this, so I am not mad at it. To quickly wrap up everything that I read for Spoopathon and the map, I will move over here so you can get a nice view of this map here. I read A True Crime Story by Joseph Knox for Gifted to You. I read iZombie Volume 1 for graphic novel. I then read The Girl from the Well by Rin Chupeco for new genre. I then read White Smoke for Trick or Treat, and to finish it off, I read iZombie Volume 2 for Read After Dark. I forgot there for a second. So this is the map, this is the path that I took. I did achieve the house. I went in and I got out. I defeated all the ghosts, all the doors, and got myself all that points. So I'm pretty happy. I was part of Spook Shifters, so I got myself and my team some good points, which I am quite impressed with myself with, considering the month before Spoopathon I was in the biggest reading slump. So I'm glad that I managed to at least contribute something to my team. And I had a lot of fun with this readathon. Thanks again to Spoopy Hall for hosting this. I hope that you host another one. I hope that everyone gets involved and the community is the same as it was this time, because I really enjoyed talking to you all and getting to know everyone else, what everyone else was reading. So I hope you all completed the house. Unless you're not on Spook Shifters, then I hope you failed. So yeah, I just hope everyone had a good time and read some good books. I'm gonna finish this vlog off here because I am rambling. This vlog is super late. I now need to go edit it. I'm also writing for NaNoWriMo and trying to vlog for that, so I think I've filled my plate enough for a little while. So thank you all so much for watching. If you have made it this far, please subscribe, like, comment what your favourite book of the month was for October. And yeah, that's everything. Stay safe, happy and healthy, and I shall see you next time. Bye.
Pack up my summer in a Ziploc bag. Old maps and tchotchkes, photographs said this and that. I'll write myself a letter so that I'll remember